Hey, what's up you guys? Aftershare Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. This is Season 1, Episode 14, titled Hathor. Let's get into it. Rawr, rawr.
Hieroglyphics.
Did one of them look like a penis to me? I'm not gonna lie.
They're Egyptian.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense.
The one at the end,
Egyptian
like when it was on the angle, looked like a
I
penis.
read a journal article once by a young archaeologist. What was his name? Dr. Jackson. Dr. Daniel Jackson. He was laughed right out of academia for his preposterous ideas about a connection between various ancient civilizations.
Maybe Dr. Jackson was onto something. I recognize one of these pictographs. It's of the goddess Hathor.
Uh-oh, don't touch things. You'll be infected by a creature thing, and it'll ruin your soul, and you'll become blue. Alright. There's no blue woman.
Where is Ra?
That was just your Alba for a second there.
You mean the god Ra?
You are not Goa'uld?
They're not alive anymore either.
His associates were killed brutally.
No. You know, is it like a figurine of like the Stargate? That'd be cool. I want one. I don't want to look up anything because I spoil myself.
Ma'am, I'm General Hammond, U.S. Air Force.
Yes,
And you are?
Is that her?
we are Hathor. You
Yes.
would be wise to unbind us and kneel before your goddess.
Hello.
Hathor?
Have you heard of her?
Hathor was the Egyptian goddess of fertility, inebriety, and music.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll?
In a manner of speaking. Are the cuffs absolutely necessary?
Probably. You don't. She just killed a bunch of people. You don't know what kind of powers that she has.
Too. What's she gonna do? Beat us up?
Maybe.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
Guys are a bit dumb.
Your efforts shall not go unrewarded.
This is what I mean.
So, Ms. Hathor, would you mind telling us why exactly you were trying to get into this facility?
We were drawn to the Chapai.
Chop Eye. That's what your monk buddies on Chulak call the Stargate.
Yes, it's also Abydonian and ancient Egyptian.
What I want to know is what makes you think it's here, ma'am.
We were drawn to it.
We.
Where is Ra?
Ra is...
Dr. Jackson, need to know.
Ra is a myth. He doesn't actually exist.
Miss Hathor. What made you think this Chop Eye was here?
The Chapai was what gave power to our father and our husband.
Who's she talking about, Dr. Jackson?
Hathor was both the daughter and wife of Ra in Egyptian mythology, until Ra was said to have corrupted her.
We were not
How does
corrupted.
that make any
Of
sense?
course, no disrespect intended.
We are the mother of all pharaohs.
Of course we are.
Did he have a kid and then marry his
Why
kid?
don't
Is that?
we call County Mental Health so we can find a nice little rubber room for the lady?
It might help me if you play into her delusions. Just to keep her talking.
No. She just did something weird to him and you watched it happen. You telling me you didn't see the glowy pink? I guess the angle. These guys are dummies. Okay, so you've clearly got him enamored with you, saying this isn't consent.
Do we really think anyone's gonna believe that woman if she goes around blabbing about a Stargate? I mean, I have a hard time believing this woman down in 73rd who walks around talking about these little devil people that live in her hair, even though she could use a little conditioner.
Is not the question. How does she know of the Stargate?
Dr. Jackson's trying to figure that out now.
I believe I have figured that out, sir. She knows a hell of a lot. Either she studied her Egyptian mythology very carefully, or...
Or what, Dr. Jackson?
Or she's actually lived it.
Meaning?
She's a Goa'uld, sir.
What?
General Hammond, I think she is Hathor. Or at least the Goa'uld that took on the persona of Hathor.
Back up. Did you say she's a Goa'uld?
Yes, she feels indebted to us for killing Ra, who she was trying
Said
to
that
stop
like 30
from
seconds
enslaving
ago.
her.
Sam,
See, she's always been a friend
catch
of
up.
humanity. See, that's how it was in the Book of the Dead. Hathor was a much-loved goddess.
Are you saying she wants to help us?
Yes, she wants to help us defeat Apophis and protect us from other evil Goa'ulds.
And you bought into all of this?
General, I'd like permission to have Hathor come down here and debrief us.
Whoa, Danny. I don't think so.
General,
He's gonna say yes, because he's under control.
I think you sense what I do. Hathor is a friend.
Stream close-ups.
Yes, I do believe that.
We thank you for allowing us in your court.
You're welcome.
We would appreciate a drink from your water.
Colonel, water for the lady.
You are the one who is responsible for destroying the vile one, Ra.
I would be the one.
For you, we will forever hold a special place here.
Well, that's very special. Thank you.
Alright. That's 3 of them that she's now taken over. You didn't even give her the drink.
Jaffa. In service to Apophis, the serpent, vile creature that he is.
I am no longer in the service of Apophis.
We despise all that Ra, Apophis, and their kind do and believe.
It's all right. So does Teal'c.
Then your enemy is our enemy. Together, we can defeat them.
I will serve no Goa'uld.
What do you say, General?
I say we should make the lady comfortable and welcome her.
Yes, Sam. This is weird.
General, sir, I have a problem with this.
This is the guest quarters.
This will do fine.
We'll post a couple of guards outside.
Guards? To protect us, or to protect everyone else?
This reminds me a lot of a Smallville
Colonel?
episode.
Sir,
Let's forget the guards.
are you sure, General?
You can trust us, Colonel.
I think the episode was called Heat.
Oh, that's not in question, ma'am. But it is our policy to secure all quarters. Yes. The guards probably aren't necessary. Fascinating lady, isn't she?
A little too fascinating, don't you think?
What do you mean?
Well, sir, she seems to have you all so infatuated.
Us all.
Yes, sir, the men. I mean, don't you think it's a little dangerous to be giving a Goa'uld such royal treatment?
Oh, relax, Captain. She's on our side.
So she says.
Captain, if you don't mind my saying so, you're treating her exactly the way you hate to see people treat Teal'c. Bit of a double standard, don't you think?
Teal'c has proven whose side he's on. She hasn't.
Carter, have you ever heard the old saying, my enemy's enemy is my friend?
Yes, sir.
This
But
doesn't
even
mean
when
that
the CIA
they're actually
grants
your friend,
sanctuary to
friend.
an enemy turncoat, they never trust him. They watch him like a hawk.
Daniel's watching her right now.
Tell us, our beloved. What are the questions swelling in your mind?
I spent years studying you as a student, and now I'm with you. Do you know that you're described in history as the most
Oh,
beautiful
God.
woman ever has or ever
Fucking
will
Stargate.
be, able to control men with just your beauty?
We are pleased to see you, old friend. It won't be long before you will serve us once again.
Hathor. The Greeks identified her with Aphrodite. There's Ishtar of Babylon, Astarte of Syria, Ceres of Rome.
Sounds like she got around.
Yeah, in most of the mythology, and she's pretty loved in all of it. Except for a late period in ancient Egypt where, according to one of the stories, she was sent by Ra to destroy mankind. And then he changed his mind, and they became enemies.
So then when she says she's Ra's enemy, she may not be lying.
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing. According to the stories, this woman had magical powers over men. She was supposed to be able to seduce them into doing anything for her. In almost every case, it describes them as drunk with her presence.
Well, that would be how I describe our boys.
Yeah. Now, I figure she's using some form of Goa'uld technology. Any ideas?
It's probably
My
just
guess would
biology.
be some sort of chemical we've never seen. A sort of super pheromones combined with something like sodium pentothal, probably airborne delivery.
Great.
So you actually create the larva? How?
We must first have the code of life from the juices of the species intended as the host.
Code of life?
In order to assure compatibility for the Goa'uld child and the host.
DNA. I mean, you need DNA to prevent rejection.
The code of life. We do so enjoy the method of procuring the code in your species. It is much more pleasurable than most.
I bet.
Since you are to be our first pharaoh, you will honor us by being the one to contribute the code.
This is not good. He's a married man, guys!
Ra is gone. We are finally free to rule this planet. With you, our beloved, at our side. For all eternity.
Here's what we know. This creature who calls herself Hathor is admittedly a Goa'uld, or some form of Goa'uld. So she has who knows what kinds of weapons or defenses. That means it might take a lot of firepower to neutralize her, and we need to come at her from multiple flanks. You know how to use this, don't you?
Well, yeah, I had some training, but I haven't touched one of these in years.
Well, don't worry. All you do is point and pull the trigger, and be careful not to hurt any of our own men. They're all pretty loopy right now, so they shouldn't be a problem.
Captain Carter. We must speak of Hathor.
Keep your hands where I can see them, Teal'c.
Do you not trust me, Captain Carter?
All of the men on this base are under Hathor's control, from what I can tell. And I hate to break it to you, Teal'c, but you are male.
I am a Jafar. The Goa'uld I carry within me protects me from Hathor's powers. It is only together that we may stop her.
I feel like she would know that, though.
It is legend among the Jafar that the original Goa'uld larvae come from the Queen Goa'ulds.
And you think Hathor's one of them?
Yes. If I am correct, this base will become her nest. From here, she will populate your world with new Goa'uld. I cannot permit this to happen, Captain Carter. We cannot permit this to happen.
Like, the thought crossed my mind that maybe he wouldn't be controlled.
Glad you're with us, Teal'c.
But I feel like she would know that.
Is this really necessary? I mean, somebody's bound to come
Being
on base
the
and see what's going
one
on
that
here.
Yeah, and if they're
controls
male, they'll
them
be
or
under
whatever.
Hathor's control before they
They're
can think
made.
about it. Besides, when was the last time you saw a new woman get assigned here?
Sam's doing a good job. I always feel strange calling her Sam because, like, the last Sam was Sam Winchester, was a male, so it's just strange saying out loud.
Rintel knock.
Stand down, Captain Carter, unless you plan to kill us.
This is why we need stun guns.
I think maybe it's just me, but I can't figure out how to feel like one of the guys with these guys, you know what I mean? I always feel like I'm the girl.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's it.
What?
You just gave me an idea on how to get us out of here. Look, if Hathor's control drug is hormone-driven like I suspect, that means she's making the men libidinous.
Okay.
Give them
Why do I have
female
the feeling I don't like where this is going?
things, right? I don't know.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Give them,
I'm
estrogen
sorry to
pills or
barge
something.
in on you like this, but
I
I'd
don't
like to
know.
ask you some questions.
About?
Are you making a baby?
Do not worry yourself. You will enjoy the rich rewards that come with what we are giving you. You will cherish the good health and long life that goes with being.
Hathor's first new Jafar.
Uh-oh.
Airmen, open up! We've got something for you.
What?
There are 5 women in here, very alone.
What do you
You guys
suggest, ladies?
going for seduction?
Whatever you want, Airman.
Where's Teal'c?
Feel like a woman, Doc?
Oh, yeah.
Hold it right there, ladies.
Drop your weapon.
How did they get behind them every time?
Don't worry about it. I can fix them up as good as new when this thing's over.
got your test subject. Your hair isn't even wet. You're not even wet.
Do not worry, child. You will soon receive your Goa'uld. The strongest of the larvae will soon find your womb and move into it. At that moment, you will begin your service to us.
Enjoy.
Let's get him out of there.
No. Nothing went in there yet.
This is a good thing.
Maybe.
He no longer has an immune system. Without a Goa'uld larva, he will soon die.
She just put her hand in there, like, no gloves or anything like that.
Shouldn't we be taking him to the infirmary?
You said you do not have the technology to help him.
Well, we can at least make him comfortable.
The Goa'ulds have the technology, and Hathor may have brought it to us.
Sarcophagus.
Oh no, no, no!
We will harm our new Jafar.
What's going on? You all right?
Yeah. Good to have you back, Colonel.
What, I left?
Kinda.
We demand that the woman you call Carter be brought before us so that we may gain retribution.
Captain Carter does deserve to be punished, my queen, but she does not know what she is doing. I beg of you to show mercy.
She deserves no mercy from us. She will make amends with her death.
I don't think so.
Those would have been handy.
You have failed us, our love. You will not fail us again.
Damn! Woo! Oh, of course. She just walked away. She just got up and walked away. Did you all see that?
Unauthorized gate activation.
Where'd she go?
Chulak, we have to go after her.
We will. Not right now.
General Hammond, sir.
At ease, Captain.
General,
At ease,
not
Captain.
commander.
Thank you, sir. About your head, I'd like to explain that if I could.
Captain, I'm putting you and Dr. Fraser up for a commendation medal.
Well, thank you, sir, but I can't explain. You are?
If you hadn't kept your wits about you and done whatever was necessary, we could have put this entire planet at risk. Good job, ladies.
Thank you, sir.
Nice job.
What did he say exactly? I'm putting you up for a what? Sounded like accommodation or something. I don't know. Alrighty, well that was Stargate SG-1 Season 1 Episode 14 titled Hathor. It gave me very much like Smallville vibes, but like also like two different types of Smallville episodes. There was one with what was the name? She was like a redhead that came for like her partner. It was like later season Smallville, but also it reminded me of the episode Heat. So there's that. I liked that, you know, it was the girls that kind of saved the day. I mean, Tilk helped, but it was cool. I like the Doctor. She's cool. I'm glad that she didn't actually like die or anything. But yeah, it looks like it's a villain that might, you know, come back later. So I guess we'll find out. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.